It's the end of the day with Ray. Hello, my friends. It's time for Friday's Fireside Chat. Hey, before I get started on the chat, I got to tell you all, I got a special coming up on Monday, okay? My very first Halloween special. And I want it to be scary, folks. I reached out to the community and I said, hey, send me some questions. And when I read those questions, they will literally scare the hell out of the Document Imaging channel, let alone my answers. So tune in Monday for that, but I strongly suggest you don't tune in Monday if you scare easy, because it'll be really, really scary. So now let's talk about cybersecurity. And before I get started on that, I got to do a shout out to the Sharp Interactive Fireplace Company. And speaking of the Sharp Interactive Fireplace, Mike, you got these road shows going on. You're going all over the country, these different cities. You're talking about the Dynabook. You're talking about the MFPs. Why are you not talking about the Sharp Interactive Fireplace? Seriously, winter is right around the corner. And the reps, they could be selling the crap out of these things. Seriously. I mean, we know there's only like 2 people going back to the office, okay? So you got these, I think it's like 2 people per 10,000 square feet of office space. And the problem is, during the winter, without all that body heat, those offices are going to be cold. And those offices, what they need is a Sharp Interactive Fireplace rolled over in the corner to keep the office warm. Now let's talk about cybersecurity and the marketing messaging coming out of the Document Imaging channel. I got to tell you all, you look like dumbasses. Not all of you, but most of you. Hang on a second. I got to bring in the human resource people when I do the Fireside Chat, because sometimes I say a word, it might not work. She's saying that dumbass is okay, I can leave it in. But folks, your marketing around cybersecurity, you really look like a dumbass. Not all of you, but a whole lot of you. And it doesn't even seem to matter how big the dealership is. I mean, you could be one of these roll-ups. And when you look at the marketing around cybersecurity, the customers are thinking to themselves, holy crap, these people are nuts. You know what the competition's thinking? You know, the IT services community, they used to think to themselves, you know, these big giant roll-ups, private equity-backed roll-ups, they could be a real threat to us. They could be a real contender as a competitor. You know what they're thinking now? What the hell are we worried about? Some of these people are crazy. Look at their marketing. It seems to me that the Document Imaging channel believes that cybersecurity is a product. It's not a product. I'm thinking, what happens? Your sales reps go into the office, they're trying to sell an over-spec an A3 machine, and the customer says, we don't need the finisher. The sales rep freaks out because they're not going to get any commission. They said, hey, we can hang cybersecurity on that copier. The marketing and the way your reps are out there talking about cybersecurity on social media. And when I say reps, some of these organizations, senior leaders talking about cybersecurity on social media, you're making the market think you don't know what you're talking about, because it's not a product. It's a service. Cybersecurity starts with a fee-based assessment. You're selling your intellect. You're selling your expertise. You're keeping a company safe from all those cyber threats, right? You got to make sure that those end users have confidence in you. And when you look at some of the marketing out there around cybersecurity coming out of the Document Imaging channel, quite honestly, not only are the customers saying, what the hell are these people crazy? Your competitors are saying they're no longer a threat. That's not a good thing. Look, some of you are doing quite well at this. But I strongly suggest, whether you're small, medium, or huge, if you're a dealer inside that print space and you're delivering cybersecurity in the marketplace, it's not a product, it's a service. You have to be able to articulate it as a service, not a product. And what's really scary to me is I see a lot of senior leaders in some of the bigger organizations. I'm talking about some of the roll-ups, right? Where the senior leaders are talking about IT and cybersecurity and they don't have any added value content. And if they don't have any added value content and they can't deliver any content that makes a customer feel confident doing business with them, how the hell are the reps supposed to? Folks, this is noticeable. It's noticeable by end users and it's noticeable by your competitors. You know me, on the end of the day with Ray, that's why I built a Fireside Chat, so I could bring people awareness to something they might want to fix. Just some things to think about, my friends. I'm looking forward to seeing you all on my very first Halloween special on Monday, because everybody watching me knows this. Status quo is the killer of all that'll be invented. Don't get stuck in status quo. Have a great weekend.